Oh! Special PSA for today is that Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. I got this sent by a sponsor. I actually have gotten about 60 or 70 items from sponsors that I just don't do reviews on. Some of them I do. Less than half I do now. I used to do everything I got. But there are some things that they send and I can't use, so I resell them. This happens to be one of those ones where I probably will end up using it. And, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those useful things. You can see the box is damaged. I gotta take a video of it, as I'm doing right now, for Amazon to prove it. And just get this all sold out. Because sometimes they'll be like, oh, we'll send you another one for free. Or, oh, we'll refund you. And if they refund me, that's great. If they send me another one, great, I'll just resell. Or I'll keep it and use it with my other light. Because I plan on using this for a light. It's supposed to be good for cameras. Canon, yeah, okay, that's nice. I got more bubble wrap. I got another box. It's supposed to be used for cameras. And you can go up to DSLR, not camcorder. DSLR and handy cams. And GoPros and cell phones. So what I would recommend using this for, based on the reviews I've read about it on Amazon, is to use this for GoPro and really, really, really non-expensive, the $90, $100, oh, I guess $100 is expensive to some people. How about this? $50 to $100 handy cams that are really light. They don't normally have an external microphone jack, and they don't normally have an HDMI out. There are still cameras like that. Those ones are the ones that you can use it for. That'd be really light. Probably as light as this knife, and this knife is about 2 pounds. No, I'm kidding, it's a pound and a half when I put it on my scale. But yeah, so make sure it's a light camera. GoPros are great for this. It's supposed to be a selfie stick tripod, and a DSLR. In the pictures, it's kind of deceiving. It does say DSLRs, but the DSLR has like the legs caved in, so it's like the smallest it can be. The tripod's the smallest it can be. Probably to compensate for the weight, because the more weight you put on cheap tripods, the more likely they are to just collapse and fall over and then break your camera or your microphone or your light or whatever you have. So it does come with a phone adapter. It's supposed to be universal, but I would not... I believe someone said that their iPhone XS Max or whatever the biggest iPhone is did not fit with the case on it. But yeah, here it is. This is wide as it gets. Probably, I would say, as wide as my index finger is as wide as it gets. It does have a tripod mount on the back. So you can, like, if you have one of those suction cup tripods for a GoPro, you can attach it that way. Or a cell phone suction cup mount, I should say. Very, very nice case. Oh, it's one of those sword cases, so like you can sling it over your back like a backpack. It's a sling blade.
Yes, sir. I reckon I want to use your tripod.
What the F you want to use that for, Carl?
I want to take home movies on my dick.
Yeah. I love it. I love that case. I love backpack sling blade cases. So you get the charger. The Bluetooth remote is on it already. Bam. This works with Android and iOS phones, but the Amazon description mentions iOS way more than Android. So here it is on its lowest form. This is how you should have it for your DSLR or your handy cams, is on the lowest form like this, really short, because now it's actually pretty steady. See the table shaking, but this isn't shaking. And if you're going to use like GoPros and stuff and cell phones, make sure your cell phone is a lighter cell phone. Make sure it has the case on it if you're going to go higher than this. I do like the base plate of it, though. The base plate is one of those circular ones. Really nice base plate. It has a reflector. I don't know if you can see it too clearly. There it is. It's shiny. So you can, it's kind of like a security device. You can see behind you if someone's sneaking up behind you. Yeah, I'm going to put my camera on this. All right, everyone, we are back. I have my Canon Rebel T5i with the handle, a light, a GoPro handle, and the microphone on it. I did say not to do this, but this is actually a better test. It's a way better test, actually, because now you can actually see how tall I'm going to make it before. When it starts to cuff, it's probably going to go above my backdrop. Just, you know that it can go tall. It can probably go where the ceiling is. even though you can't see it. Have a pretty high ceiling. But yeah, it works fine on the default. Now here is where I was telling the truth, is that it's wobbly. So you can tell I'm not even touching it. My camera is wobbling, which is why they had in the preview, very sneaky, that they had the camera right here. Right here, where it wasn't even extended at all, it was perfectly fine. It's still wobbling. I'm going to go up another level, and then by then it's probably going to get cut off. So that's not even the third level. Now it looks like, from where I'm at, according to my screen, it's above where you can see. I could be wrong, actually. Let me see this. Yeah, it's kind of above what you can see. So it is shaking. It is wobbling. I'm not touching the desk. It's still wobbling. So it's working fine. Now I'm touching it. It's working fine. My recommendation is that if you're going to use a DSLR at this height, the higher you go with this tripod, the more wobble it's going to get, the more risk you're going to take. So if you are like having this at a wedding and you're just really, I don't know, you're really cheap and you really just want to use one of these or two or three of these because they're only $20, and you're going to use this for like backup shots, you can like put this behind a plant. People don't normally like touch plants at weddings. They'll talk in front of them, but yeah, you can set this up behind a plant, zoom in on your lens on whatever action you're trying to get, like background shot, ambience you're trying to get, and that'll be fine because it won't really have any, unless it's by a door, then you're not going to have any wobble except what I'm getting right now. I'm going to try and get this just a little, this is like a death call right here. I'm going to try and get this because this is the 4th level now. This, oh yeah, it goes to the ceiling. And now it's really tilting. But it's not falling over. But it is tilting. It's wobbling a lot more now. The only bad thing I would say is that if these gave out, these little brakes, extender brakes gave out, then it's like, boom, your camera sensor's just screwed. Something's not going to work on it. But I'm really impressed that it can actually go up to the very top. When the remote's on, it beeps blue. Trying to connect to your cell phone. I'll actually do that. I don't have a problem doing that. I'm going to see if I can actually get this remote to sync. And usually with remotes that go to cell phones, you have to go to Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Some of them do Wi-Fi, very rarely. So I'm going to turn Bluetooth on my iPhone 6S Plus. And it's showing up as Yuntang. Yuntang. Wish I could show you, but it's actually syncing. And it says it's connected. And you can, it says you can zoom in and out on that, but that's, I don't know if that actually works. Actually, you know what? Since I'll just do a screen recording and put the audio over it. Continue video. Okay, we have it up. It's recording the screen. We're going to go to the camera app. Look at that. Look at how high it is. It's to the ceiling. This is supposedly synced. Oh, wow. So, the camera button, the very big one, is also taking a camera by hitting the plus button. What about the minus button? Okay. Okay, so all 3 buttons on iOS record, hit the picture button, no matter what. Zoom in, zoom out, all of them do the picture. So how about video? Swapping the video. Yep, it's recording video. So the odd thing about this is that the remote does picture and video recording no matter what. Like, you can't, the zoom in and zoom outs don't work. Maybe they work with Android, I don't know. And Holy Ghost. It fits. It fits my phone with the big thick case on it. Wow. So that's my iPhone 6s Plus with a case on it. A big, thick, about half an inch thick case. That is very shocking. Oh! What did I say? What did I say? I had a feeling that was going to happen. Good thing I had a grip on the neck. Very, very good thing. It got loose as I was pulling it down. And I was actually doing that very, very safely too. Whew. It was going to go lens first, which means my sensor would mess up and everything else, the internals would. And I'm not worried. It didn't fall. It just flopped forward. I'm not worried. Now, my phone, I'm not worried. I got a case on it. And it's going to hit carpet. Okay. So if you want to do selfie stick mode, attach your phone to the adapter and then lower. This is the way that my camera was, facing downward. I turned it into a selfie cam. And then you're going to lower the legs. Retighten the legs. And then extend away. Okay. Now I'm going to actually do a recording from my phone just to give you the full effect. I haven't done an in-depth review like this in a long, long time. Okay, I got my selfie stick tripod. It is bending. If you have it all the way out, it does bend. So keep that in mind. As you can see, it's kind of a little bent. Not as bent as I would expect. But it is bending. I am moving it slowly. Be a cool intro. Really cool intro. Wow. Got it all the way up. Touching the ceiling right now. Bending, bending, bending. Do it. Everything slowly. Walking. Here, I'm simulating walking. Hey, YouTube, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Simulating walking. It's doing okay. Running. It's going to snap eventually. Like it did with the Canon T5i. But yeah. So selfie cam, yeah, it's okay. I'm actually impressed with that so far until I go take my phone off and then it just crumbles. So, yeah, that's actually pretty good.